honey buns. Welcome back to Honey and Prose, where we celebrate the magic of books, deep conversations, and stories that stay with you long after the last page. Whether you're here for bookish chats, thought-provoking conversations, or just a cozy place to be, you are in the right place. Let's get started. So today's video is going to be a 2-for-1 video. I'm going to be doing my March reading wrap-up, as well as my reads for April. So we're going to get started with the books that I read in March. I did not read as much as I thought I would have read in March, but what I did read. So I'm going to start out with my book club choice, and that is Maame, and I will put my little QR code on the screen here. And yeah, join. It's the Honey and Prose book club. We focus on books for women of color, so not excluding anyone. If you want to join us, please join us. But our book for month was Maame. Maame was amazing to me. The reason why I don't usually tab my books, but they asked a question in the book club about, let's turn this off. They asked a question in the book club about why she used Google search so much. And I tabbed every time I saw the Google search. So that's why I have tabs in this book. But Maame is about Maddie, who to me seems to be the adult in her whole family. Like, she is the responsible person, and just all the things that she went through because she was responsible for taking care of her father, which means she didn't do a lot of the things that she should have done at her age. Then the dynamic between her and her mother, her and her brother, her trying to experience things for the first time in her life. 5 stars, definitely. And then the next book that I read is called Fast. This book broke my soul. So this book is about Caprice and things that happened to her in her life that pretty much shaped who she was when she grew up. She went through a whole lot, but she had one person that was in her corner from pretty much when they were children, and that was Sean. Sean was, when I tell you 10 toes down for Caprice, he was 10 toes down for Caprice. Caprice, because of the things that happened to her, kind of was a little bit hard-headed. But yeah, this book, definitely recommend. It's going to make you cry. It is going to make you proud of Caprice. It is going to have some joy for her at the end of it. This book is everything. Another 5-star read. And then I read Legendborn. I actually just finished Legendborn, so I didn't finish it in March. As of today is the 6th of April. I finished it on the 5th of April. It took me 2 weeks to read this book. And let me tell you why. It wasn't because the book wasn't good, but the book, the words are very small. So there is a lot to read. It's almost like you are reading double the amount of the pages in this book. But this book follows Bree, and Bree, whose mother dies, not a spoiler alert, but her mother dies right at the beginning of the book, and she wants to find out why her mother died, and she wants to find out a lot about herself. So she goes to UNC Chapel Hill. She falls in with the Legendborn, and she joins the Legendborn because she believes that by joining the Legendborn, she can find out what happened to her mother. But at the same time, there is a war going on, and she sort of falls for Nick, who is supposed to be the king of this whole Legendborn faction, I want to call them. And then there is Sel, who is moody and mean and all these things to Bree. But so much happens in this book. You have got to read this book. This book confused me at the beginning, but as it went on and I got more invested in it, it started to unfold for me and I could follow what was happening. This book sort of blends. It blends fantasy with, I want to say, magic or root work. Amazing. 5 stars. So I have 3 5-star reads for March. Now, the other book that I read is the last book of the Black Winter series, and that is The Silence in the Shadows by Darcy Coates. This book wrapped it all up in a pretty bow for me at the end of that series. This book was great. I love this Black Winter series. This is a series that I would definitely read again. So if you have never read Darcy Coates before, I highly recommend this Black Winter series as sort of a way to break into her writing. Very good. 5 stars. So everything I read was 5 stars. Take that with a grain of salt because I actually love everything that I've read so far. So the 2 books that I did not get to were Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I hear that this book is amazing. It's just I ran out of time because of Legendborn, so I wasn't able to get to this one. I also was not able to get into The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I am going to shelf these for a while and come back to them. Yeah, because I want to be like really ready for those books when I read them. So we are going to go on to my TBR for April. So the book that we have going on with my book club is called All Her Little Secrets by Wanda K. Morris. It is Kindle Unlimited. This is the if you want to join the book club, jump in, and this is a book that we are reading. And this follows I forgot her name already. Let's see. I'll find her name and put it on the screen because my mind is drawing a blank right now. But she is a lawyer. And I keep losing my page. Let me turn this off. But she is a lawyer. And her boss calls her in early for a meeting one day. And she finds him deceased. I am at the very beginning of this book. Like when I tell you, I'm probably about 14 pages in. Let me see if I can find a synopsis for this book for you. Okay, so the female main character's name is Elise Littlejohn. She has an Ivy League law degree, a well-paying job as a corporate attorney in Midtown Atlanta. She walks into her boss's office, like I said, finds him deceased, but she walks away like nothing happened. I don't know why she did that, but she did. She could have just called the police, but she didn't. It says, but instead of grieving this tragedy, people are gossiping, the police are getting suspicious, and Elise, the company's lone Black attorney, is promoted to replace her boss. While the opportunity is a dream come true, Elise can't shake the feeling that something is off. When she uncovers shady dealings inside the company, Elise is trapped in an impossible ethical and moral dilemma. Suddenly, Elise's past and present lives collide as she launches into a pulse-pounding race to protect her brother that she tried to save 5 years ago and solve a conspiracy far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. So, sounds very interesting and something that I can't wait to get into. It's a pretty short book. It is not sort of a range book. So it's like 384 pages, which after reading Legendborn, that's going to be a piece of cake for me. So that's the first book. The second book, I think the rest of the books I have physical copies. The second one, I wanted something cute, and I heard that it's a little more spicy than I thought, but this one is a quick read as well. This is the Cinnamon Bun Book Store, easy for me to say, and it says a small town spicy romance. When a secret message turns up hidden in a book in the Cinnamon Bun Book Store, Hazel can't understand it. As more secret codes appear between the pages, she decides to follow the trail of clues. She just needs someone to help her out. Gorgeous and outgoing fisherman Noah is always up for an adventure, and the scavenger hunt sounds like a lot of fun. Even better, that the cute bookseller he's been crushing on for months is the one who wants his help. Hazel didn't go looking for romance, but as the treasure hunt leads her and Noah around Dream Harbor, their undeniable chemistry might just be as hot as the fresh out of the oven cinnamon buns the bookstore sells. So, Cinnamon Bun Book Store. Let's set that right there. And then the next book is Junie by Erin Crosby Eckstine. This is one of my aardvark books, aardvark book club books. And this one says 16 years old and enslaved since she was born, Junie has spent her life on Belizaire plantation in Alabama, cooking and cleaning alongside her family and tending to the white master's daughter, Violet. Her daydreams are filled with poetry and faraway worlds, while she spends her nights secretly roaming through the forest, consumed with grief over the sudden death of her older sister, Millie. When wealthy guests arrive from New Orleans, hinting at marriage for Violet and upending Junie's life, Junie commits a desperate act, one that rouses Millie's spirit from the grave. Oh, so Millie died. Tethered to this world unless Junie can free her, she enlists the aid of Caleb, the guest's coachman, and their friendship soon becomes something more. Yet, as long-held truths begin to crumble, she realizes that Belizaire is harboring dark and horrifying secrets that can no longer be ignored. With time ticking down, Junie begins to push against the harsh current that has controlled her entire life. As she grapples with an increasingly unfamiliar world in which she has little agency, she is forced to ask herself, when we choose love and liberation, what must we leave behind? Sounds amazing. The next book, of course, we have to get ourselves ready for Can't Let Go. Is going to be This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan, and this one follows Soledad Barnes, and it says she has her life all planned out, because of course she does. She plans everything. She fixes everything. She's never met a party she couldn't host or a charge she couldn't lead, but none of her varied talents help when the life she built with the man who was supposed to be her forever goes poof in a cloud of betrayal and disillusion. There's no time to grieve. She's too busy keeping a roof over her daughter's heads and food on the table. And in the process of saving them all, Soledad rediscovers herself. From the ashes of a life burned to the ground, something bold and new can arise. But when Judah Cross, brilliant single dad and absolute last man she should want but can't seem to resist, enters the picture, can she trust him? Can she trust herself? After all she's lost and found, is she brave enough to take a risk for what could be? Can't wait to get into this one. I think that is going to be my next one after All Her Little Secrets. And then the last book is my Book of the Month Club. Couldn't wait to get my hands on this. This just won the Laurie Book Award, so it's the Book of the Year for 2024. And it has this nice non-removable thing that kind of breaks my words up, but it's The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. And this one says, and we have sort of sprayed edges. This one says, early morning, August 1975, a camp counselor discovers an empty bunk. Its occupant, Barbara Van Laar, has gone missing. Barbara isn't just any 13-year-old. She's the daughter of the family that owns a summer camp and employs most of the region's residents. And this isn't the first time a Van Laar child has disappeared. Barbara's older brother similarly vanished 14 years ago, never to be found. As a panic search begins, a thrilling drama unfolds, chasing down the layered mysteries of the Van Laar family and the blue-collar community living and working in its shadow. Moore's multi-threaded story invites readers into a rich and gripping dynasty of secrets. Liz Moore's most ambitious and wide-reaching novel yet, The God of the Woods, is a story of inheritance and second chances, the tensions between a family and a community, and a history that will not let go of any of them. So, sounds really good as well. So, those are the books that I have read for March, and the books that I have read for the books that I want to read for April. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some book recommendations from the books that I have either read or am going to read. And until next time, keep reading, keep dreaming, and I will see you in the next chapter. Bye.